Welcome back to another explainer. Today, we're cracking the code on one of the absolute most essential building blocks in the entire English language. We're going to master the Greek root bio, and honestly, this is going to level up both your life science knowledge and your spelling mastery in a big way. Okay, let's dive into this. Do you have what it takes to spell like a champion? Because whether you're gearing up for a major science exam or you're staring down a microphone at a spelling bee, understanding how words are actually built from the ground up, that's your secret weapon. We aren't just memorizing random words today. No, we are learning the actual blueprint of language.
Here's our roadmap for today. First, the ultimate bio quiz. Second, bio through language history. Third, spelling bee champion secrets. And finally, the master study sheet.
All right, part one, the ultimate bio quiz. Let's test your life science knowledge.
So, what does BIO actually mean? Is it A, sound, B, life, C, water, or D, shade? I'll give you just a second to lock in your guess before we reveal the core foundation of this whole explainer. If you guessed B, you absolutely nailed it. Bio equals life. This is the core rule we're building everything on today. When you hear bio, you've got to immediately think of life. Every single word we're going to look at today traces directly back to this one fundamental concept. Let's put that rule to the test. Fill in the blank for me. The biosphere is the part of Earth where blank exists. Think back to that core definition we literally just established. Now, what's really cool here is how root words practically hand you the answer. The blank is life, because biosphere literally translates to Earth's life zone. You see, you never have to guess what these big academic words mean if you know the code. Bio means life, and sphere is the zone. It's like a giant puzzle, and you've got the cheat code.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how that one simple rule scales up into incredibly complex challenge words. Take biotechnology. It's simply living systems used in tech. Microbiology, that's the study of tiny life. Symbiosis means living together, and biodiversity just refers to the variety of life. So even the most intimidating scientific words out there still revolve right around that same foundational concept of life.
Moving on to part 2, BIO through language history. This is a time-traveling route. Let's trace how we got here. Back in the ancient era, the Greek word bios meant life. Then, moving into the scientific era, Latin and scientific language intentionally kept that root for words describing living things. And finally, in the modern era, English borrowed these exact words for school, science, and everyday learning. And you know, that is exactly why bio words often sound so academic, but remain incredibly useful for us today.
And because of that rich history, bio rarely works alone. It connects with other ancient roots to build meaning. So we have lology for study, which gives us biology. Graphy for writing, giving us biography. Auto means self, meaning an autobiography is writing your own life story. Combine bio with anti for against, sim for together, or micro for small, and suddenly, this one single root unlocks dozens of different language doors.
All right, part 3, Spelling Bee Champion Secrets. Time to compete in the big leagues. Listen, if I were to rank roots by their importance in a competition setting, bio is absolutely a 5-star essential root. It's one of the most common and useful Greek roots you'll ever encounter. You're going to see it in science, across all your school subjects, and for sure in spelling bee words all the time. So let's walk through exactly what to expect in competition. For common words, you absolutely must know biology and biography. Moving up to the advanced tier, you'll see words like biotechnology and bioluminescence, which, by the way, literally means living light. So cool. Then we have former bee words, words that actually appeared in the bee like biodegradable and microbiology. And you definitely want to keep an eye on likely future bee words like biogeography and bioinformatics. Memorize this specific family and you are completely prepared for the big leagues. Which brings us to part 4, the master study sheet. Consider this your ultimate cheat sheet. Let's break down the exact step-by-step decoding skill that champion spellers use to tackle difficult words. Step 1, they hear the word part bio. Step 2, they think life right away. Step 3, they mentally check the ending, looking for patterns like logi or graphy. And finally, step 4, they break the word into its parts. This structured approach allows them to spell and define words significantly faster than someone who's just guessing letters. So here is your comprehensive one-page study sheet. The root is BIO. The meaning is life. Watch out for variants like bio, bio/o, or bio with a hyphen. you'll often see spelling patterns like lology, graphaphy, or cesis. But here's a champion-level tip for you. Do not confuse it with other life roots. Bio is Greek, right? But viv or vit are Latin for life. Nat is birth, and zoo is animal. Knowing the difference there is absolutely crucial.
Listen, if you take only one single thing away from this entire explainer today, it needs to be this exact phrase. When you see BIO, think life. That is your master key to decoding hundreds of scientific and academic words.
Because here's the real secret, folks. Champion spellers do not just memorize random words. They learn roots, patterns, and language history. Once you understand the blueprint, one single root unlocks a massive family of knowledge. So, armed with this master key, are you ready to start decoding the rest of the dictionary? Keep exploring those language patterns, and remember, tell me why ain't bio nothing but life. I'll see you in the next explainer.